that note, let's get a recap going and get started with some D&D. So, we are on session 109. As the battle continued versus Garrick Stefano, the vampire lord that had taken residence in the Yorgon Mage's Tower. After he had slain the owner and charmed the apprentice, he began a blood sigil of a pentagram offering to the Titan of Death. The heroes of our story, the champions of the realm, needing to refuel their ship, arrived at the town just when Blocka's uncle Tarek started the quest to help out Sally Samuels get back into the Mage's Tower. Once getting into entrance into the tower, once arriving into the entrance of the tower, did the vampire finally show himself and ask for a performance. Refusing this performance, a fight broke out, and you made your way through the different levels of this tower, fighting off this vampire lord and his fiends. Once arriving to the top level of the tower, the summoning spell began, eating away at the floorboards and heating up. This offering was a portal to another realm. One of the 9 levels of hell began to open up, with Blocka in the worst position, as he was beginning to be dragged down into the portal by Von Schultz Karl Mark Moore, the Titan of Death, for his request of using and abusing his powers without retaliation. Breaking free from the spell and ending this vampire's threat left the team beaten but rewarded. As the room calmed down and the portal began closing, the air cleared up, and Blocka's uncle Tarek was nowhere to be found. Opening up the chest of Adrian Chen, some legendary artifacts were obtained, one of them being a fine black cloth, no bigger than a napkin. As the room was being looked over, Atlas began opening this folded up cloth, and it expanded out as another portal of... You guys really like portals. Another portal of a plane of existence began to appear in front, is where we are beginning today. So we literally left on this portal being opened by Atlas, which I'm going to need a D20 roll from Atlas right now. A 2.
But it's a 9. That's a 9. I don't know why it says a 2. It's a 2 and 3, but a 9 in the roller.
It's a 9.
2.
Oh, great. Okay. I have to pull up a very, I guess, not generic, but description of what you're seeing with a 9. With a 9, the portal that you have laid out and expanding out in front of you is showing... Can't really say a strange land because it's probably not too far off of what Gastren holds within some areas. As you are peering into a very dense and dark forest. This forest color is a little bit more hued with greens and pinks, I would say, but it's not extremely bright in the way of like the Fae or anything like that. It is still a standard material plane that you're peering into. But the forest has a different smell than what you're used to within the common smells of the world of Zillion. As yes, it is a different plane, a different portal to another world, we'll say. Henry, are you home?
Honestly, putting this down and expecting it to be just a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Like, guys, it's fucked up. There's a forest in my pit trap.
Yeah. I will say, even with the hole and peering down, you're like looking down at the canopy ground of a forest. You...
Yeah. I think you're down there.
You kind of were just up for interpretation how we ended last time. So where you wanted to be at.
On the party, I they are. I am. Everyone. They are all in imminent danger. Planning.
Great town.
Passive defensive strike.
But yeah, with this portal directly in front of you, that's what you're seeing right now, Atlas. Vale, Drumeris, Temin, and the Emperor on this level with the Kavara and Blocka on the lower level right now.
Help me out.
It happened so abruptly that basically Blocka and everybody's passive perception was, hey, Tagdrick is missing. Nothing else has been really clarified of where he went to, but based off of how the portal closed and stuff like that, it is under the assumption by a lot of you that he was dragged when the portal closed into the portal. Yes. No.
Well, if you remember, I did try pulling Elric back out.
In a way, yes.
Using my... Yeah.
No.
We're blocking her screams.
Val did a pretty stellar search up there and didn't notice anything. So, yep, you're good.
I have faith.
Pretty reliable.
One could say that.
Or the right too. Okay. That's why I found this hole in the wall that now leads to a...
Yep.
There we go.
You can roll for it. You can roll a we'll call this just a call it a history nature check. It's a nature. I was like, it's not history because it's still under intelligence, but it's nature.
+3. So
22. Looking through the portal without actually going through it, the trees within the distance, about 10, 15 feet away from the actual entrance of this portal peering in, the remains and the bark around shows your standard oak tree, but there's this hint of pink within the actual bark itself that is throwing off that it's a different species of oak tree that maybe you're not used to. Nothing that you have seen within your travels from the Zolbian Empire to Ula down to even Sarja at this point in time, nothing really represents something that you have noticed within the local area, I will say.
if I can ask one more question.
They seem so different and faded that it is a marvel, and it is definitely not from this world.
So, portals tower, one leading to hell, another leading to another plane with pretty trees.
Well, this was supposed to be. I was told this was a pit, portal hole. When I opened it, it led a portal to a different dimension.
Correct.
Not a typical. We've heard of pocket dimensions. There's trees and shit. Really their guy. Just kind of stand perplexed over the whole.
Oh, a portal. Damn, really?
Well, call it what you will. Down.
I could just take back off the wall again, right?
Yeah. It is like a 6-foot wide portal napkin, but you can grab the edges and fold it back down if you're trying to close it.
That's what
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
He knows what it is after meta gaming, basically, last time. Casting.
Zephyr said bugs.
Yeah.
I can make it official now.
Correct. Yes.
For the sake of everyone here, of my last first level spell,
Yeah.
so don't let me die.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's looking pretty crap.
This.
Know where I left off.
Yeah. Holding out. What does your identify spell look like, Emperor, when you actually cast this?
I hold the item over my head.
Yeah, the idea just comes to your mind. This.
I'm gonna hold it up and it's gonna be like. In this case.
You basically do a JoJo pose for a moment. And this item being identified by you was known as a Well of Many Worlds. It is a two-way portal, basically, that can be folded in and out, but it randomly opens to different planes and worlds of existence. There's really no control to it, but once opening, you can refold it back up, and then it has a time limit before it can be reused again. So,
Remember I rolled it.
yes. Yep. So basically, it's on a cooldown of an hour before the portal can be opened up again. But once you enter into the other side of the plane of existence, the portal is open there as well, and you can close it from that side too. So, but it randomly generates different portals. There's really no control of where it's going to go besides when we roll on the table, which I will give Atlas. If you want to add roll number 9 to a list somewhere, even though you have your notes at my table over here, you just can notate it as a vast force is all the indicator you have on number 9 right now.
This is a lot of power. Just kind of, after identifying it, put it wrapped up, of course, back to Atlas's possession and just kind of walk away.
You didn't bother try to take it away? He was like, nope.
I don't even want to fuck with that, because there are many things that I am not afraid of, but the ability to very long week.
I don't know if we should talk about it. I'm not taking the hell.
Well, I'm definitely in no rush to jump through a portal on a rescue mission.
Maybe after a long rest.
Well, we'll stay up all night playing.
At least try to take it and jump through
That's it.
I never else around. Has to see anything.
Getting the fuck out. Well, Alright, can you sense it?
Art is
Something I'm
actually
stomping up the
downstairs at the moment. Kamara is watching me trying to cast Resurrection on the Whip Wizard right now.
Yes, she's actually hiding from you guys right now
Which-
after what she did upstairs.
You think? Man, we want to talk about you shooting Vodka again? The same?
No, we don't.
I will
Oh,
use it now. Oh, sorry.
Bonus action hide.
That's a hiding in plain sight.
Actually, I'm going to take the covers of the bed in this one. Hide underneath those. I am for sure.
What's this thing? This wall. I don't know where I'm going. I'm loud enough that I'm
Mara's gonna look at Blanca and be like, Blanca, I didn't do it. You won't, I didn't do it. Mara's gonna try to hide underneath the bed. While they'll hide on the bed.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Roll a stealth check to see how well you hide from the others, Kabara.
Oh. 11.
Cool. Anybody's passive perception under an 11 as you walk into the room. Because I'm pretty sure, Kavar, you're even going under the bed. You might have made as little noise as possible, but your boots are just sticking out still, like
But
just
hanging out.
yeah, butts completely out. Yep.
My passive wisdom. So I will immediately spot Kavara and play along. Just be like, oh no, where's Kavara? And then just kind of slowly nudge that over with my foot.
I'm gonna peek out. I'll do that, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the bed over so they're both out.
Pretty sure
Why are you throwing me? I'm feeling extremely
That's money,
defensive.
right?
There was 3 beds on this floor.
Might not want
Probably avoid that one. You're really flipping the bed.
I,
Sticking.
I will throw this stuff you know.
Robo.
I thought Resurrection was. I was like. I thought it was an hour. Oh, it does take an hour. So all this commotion is happening during this time as Block is trying to concentrate. Yep. And closes all morally wounds. That has to have a soul is the big thing. But I will say, after your use of a diamond, please tell me what your resurrection spell looks like on Adrian Chen.
I would think it's. Cause I performed it with Grok when I was when we were at the tree, Blackwell tree, and
Yep.
so it was a pit hosted by the pools.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think that like my resurrection is very ritualistic of setting up different things around him, and then I take the diamond and I press it to his forehead and like channel energy into it and basically try and draw the soul back to the body.
Okay. Yeah, as Block is concentrating and you guys are flipping beds and basically playing the game of who's under the bed, hiding from the bed, and Block might be getting a little furious about this. Blocker, you can feel the life force slowly coming back, and as this cold corpse of Adrian Chen had been kind of just molting there for a couple days, and his skin had gone pure white, begins to start glow back to a very pale color, but you can see the blood slowly start flowing back into his veins as his veins blue and purple out, and around his neck kind of exposes out, and his eyes grimly open up and is staring directly at you. Your resurrection spell does take hold as he is restored back to life and kind of flabbergasted, lost. I was like, he's been out of it, dead for some time now. Is sitting there paralyzed in the bed as he is slowly trying to rise up, but your hand's still holding him there, and you're attempting to calm him in whatever way necessary. He will touch your hand as he slowly raises up and pulls it back and locks eyes with you for a block and just, I was betrayed, and looks around the room and sees the lot of you and just, why? Who are you people?
We are core champions of the realm, but you know me, Red Basher clan.
He sits up in the bed and looks around at you all. Blanca, you do have some similar features that would represent the Red Basher clan that he probably would pick up on, the bright orange hair and your skin tone and just the massive height of your stature and just yes. And he slowly gets up. Where's my walking stick. Is he gone then? Did you remove Garrick?
Vampire. Yes.
He lied to me. Said he was in search of an artifact and was asking him for aid. But once I led him into my abyss, into my tower, that's when I lost control. Powerful man of charms he was.
He actually had charmed your apprentice to hire my uncle.
Tedrick was in town.
Which is actually why I brought you back.
Oh. How was the chap? I mean, it's been ages since I've talked to him. Violet, you Violet doing well?
And Violet's doing well, but we're going to need your help with Uncle Tedrick. While fighting, they were attempting to open the portal. Plane of hell. I attempted to pull him out, but was unsuccessful. And as you can tell by the end of her crew, we do not have a wizard that is capable of pulling him out.
So your uncle's been dragged down below. Terrible fate. And begin. Nope. He looks over and looks bucket, and literally just begins throwing up for a second as he is now, just coming back to and like just over in the corner. Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Remember, resurrection gives you a -4.
Oh, I know.
Like he has a -4. Yeah.
He has a -4 to like everything right now.
How about you? An hour to cast resurrection.
Yeah, if you guys aren't lollygagging around anymore, I will give you guys a short rest within the tower.
I assume
Vel was attempting to on the bed. Yeah.
My bad.
definitely got hit with.
Alright, a short
Like they're really rest but me because I was casting a spell.
You can.
I did one interrupt, but you just want to talk about healing. I'm like,
Yeah. You should have Song of Rest.
Can't cast anything else.
rest. Performance regained.
Yep. Depending on how many dice you're rolling, you have to key in that at the top. When you hit short rest, like there's what you're looking at, you have all your dice pull up for Bard and Paladin, and you just have to, how many dice you're rolling to heal up, you have to just check off because you only regain so many back after short and long rest. Well, you only regain dice back after a long rest, but if you use them, yeah.
in half, right?
Do all of these checkboxes.
How many dice you're rolling?
Up to all of them.
Yep. So you can use all.
Back.
Correct. That's awful. Oh my gosh.
That is dog shit.
Atrocious.
You can add a d6 to that though.
That was with the D6.
Oh, that was with the d6. That-
Ouch.
I can only help you.
Your song was very quiet, apparently.
And reach out. I would just say that I'm not going to do it, but re-inspire.
I need more detail. Spicy. I'm joking.
I don't know.
You're fine. So, Blanca, since you were doing the ritual though, I was like, you aren't
I do not get the short rest.
correct.
His block decides he wants to jump to
Yeah, as he's running out of spell slots. Kavara.
I can't cast anything else today after casting Resurrection.
That doesn't mean I trust you. I have to do something dope.
Kavara, Drumus, is there anything that you guys are doing specifically during this short rest?
Found that she was hiding There's
Brush you up a little bit, don't you?
Rumors is polishing his hand.
I call it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh, that's
Well-
nice. Look at that! Oh yeah!
Well, talking very intimately with the hammer.
You did good. You did so good.
If you guys look over at Drumus, there's a bunch of different empty oil vials now that he's very lubricated this hammer up. If you have any oil on you at Drumus at this point in time, diminish some of those oils. Yeah.
Mom, also, it's just.
Okay. As you guys are all resting up, and Chen is slowly getting back to life. I was like, there's no better way of really saying it. After ending his sickness and kind of pacing back and forth a little bit as Blanca has just dropped this on him. This man looks rough. Like, he is a Kalishtar man, late 70s, maybe 80s. He has a hunch to his back as he walks. And you guys have just asked a big request of opening up another dimension, basically, to him after he just had his life taken from another dimensional creature. So there's a little bit of hesitation, and he also, like Blanca has already pointed out, he is very weak. This request is not happening today. So as you guys are resting up, he will go upstairs to his studies and just, who got into my shit? Like, as he's looking around through some of his documentations and notices his chest has been rummaged through and some books have been removed from his shelves. You can see that he's a little cranky, as one would be, but yeah, he is upstairs currently, as you guys are finishing your rest. But yeah, that's kind of what Chen is doing at the moment. Pretty much. So.
Don't touch my drum set.
Don't touch my drum set!
Oh, your apprentice left. Maybe she took your stuff with her.
Yeah, Sally is technically gone too. So.
So, are we going somewhere to rest before we portal jump to another area? I think plan.
that we are ready for anywhere. I want to say, with all the talks of portals and jumping through portals, Kavar is going to start slipping out of this place before Blanca tries to.
Also, just gotta give Ryan started on the airship, so we have a backup plan in case other things don't go right. And so it's ready when we get back. As much as I don't necessarily want Red Stuff's airship, he's the only mechanic in town.
We were in the middle of that so long ago.
This is a day.
I need to tell Aunt Violet about Uncle Tarek.
Inspirational nudge will be a little bit sharper before you do. Till then, kind of give you, I think there should be a place to go to.
Rufus is just like, oh yeah, if only there was a magic place where they had food and ale. Oh, the wonders that would be. Yep. Let's go already. Let's stop putting around and go. Let's. Hey, we did it. We killed the fucking vampire. Let's go celebrate.
Blanca's mansion is just full of free food. Why would we go pay for it?
Because there's a really good ramen shop in town I haven't had in a couple of years, and
We need to bring a barrel with us for Blanca's family.
go for some noodles after this fight.
Quick udon break.
So you guys going through town?
I will say as really, but we'll be back tomorrow. With some semblance of a plan.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are going to go through, try to find like a noodle shop, some liqueur, some heavy ale. We're going to do, everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw based off of the food that you've acquired and the drinks, and we will do like a quick montage of you guys rammaging through the town, grabbing as much food and ale as you possibly can, as you like just, you know, the street mark quick montage basically. And I was going to say, we'll do a con save. We'll have each one of you guys tell me a quick little story of what happens during this ramen run, we'll call it. If you roll under a 5, well, a lot of you guys are constitution wise. If you roll under, we'll do a 10. If you do a 10 or under, we'll say that you get you get some form of intoxication and a little bit sloppy. If you higher than a 10, we'll say it's a pass, and you can tell me if you want to continue getting sloppy or not. But basically, that's what we're going to do for the quick montage.
I don't think Kavara would be
Failed more in
all the other.
alcohol.
All right, so I rolled a nat 4. Used up a lucky.
Nice.
So I ate something
Mm-hmm.
that at first I was like, that was not shit. That was not anything at all. And then just suddenly, that's what's going on with the Emperor. And he's alarmingly quiet.
Okay.
Kavara be babysitting the Emperor at the moment because she's not drinking.
Barely passed. I got an 11. I rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
Just bad. But he's like just going Johnson, a little more too much drink, a little not enough food, but he's like just on the edge of absolutely wasted. Hold it on. Like, I combine all this like weird, like, he eats like fish and like a weird looking. Like, it's fine.
Vale, what did you?
I'll let everybody else go first.
I rolled an 8.
Jesus. So Vale is drunk.
Really?
Drumus.
Doesn't even drink.
Yeah.
Contact drunk.
Drumus, what did you roll?
Constitution saving throw, was that what it was?
Yeah.
All right, we're looking at a 21.
Yeah. Drumus, you are such a pro of drinking, though. You can tell me always, like, you can be your normal self and you can have as many ales as you want and get to that.
I think what so Drummer's definitely, he's got that appetite. So
Yeah.
Noodles, dumplings, whatever he can find. He's definitely like telling stories, his hammer. So he orders an ale for himself and his hammer.
Yeah.
And he just ends up drinking both.
Yep.
So he's like, oh no, the hammer needs one, and let me, not poison, get the drink, and I'll just like every so often just go and take a sip of the hammers. Just loving it.
Yeah. And Drummers can act as drunk as he wants, but he really technically is like never drunk, like intoxicated to the sense of you're always kind of aware. You're that drunken master in a way. Blocka, what did you roll?
That's 17.
Okay.
So I think Buck would be like not drinking ale. He'd have like a whole, the traditional like urn style of sake, and like warm sake, and just eating ramen and just slurping down on food. Like,
yeah.
Like I've been away from home for so long, so I'm just like gorging myself on my food.
You get as many plates as you can to go, and there's like the traditional anime stack of bowls as you guys are leaving each area. Temin rolled a 4, so Temin failed. Temin is one of the sloppy drunks, as we have all witnessed before, that once he gets going, he doesn't stop. So Temin is tripping over himself as you guys are making your...
He's currently being a catty bit.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. You call those nice shoes? Like, just something like that, or just... Fight me! And he starts, like, swinging his sword around. Come on, Kavar! Fight me! Like, and he's, like, taunting Kavar, like... My sword wants blood, don't you know? Like, just weird. Temin's at that weird level. But you guys make your way through town. Blocka, I would say, not getting drunk would be able to get you guys back to the villa. So we have Kavar, Atlas, Drummers, and Blocka is not drunk, but you have the Emperor, Vale, and Temin just smashed as you guys are basically trying to get these 3 home.
Water.
But I think I did pass.
Actually, Kavar is going to summon 2 Dryads to help with the drunk people.
Okay.
She is babysitting them.
Yeah.
And the Dryads are having fun with the drunk people, so...
Kavar thing to do.
Very correct.
I will have somebody. There's 7 of you guys. Somebody roll me a d20.
I got it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, don't everybody jump on it at once.
I heard Joel.
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Well, okay, we'll half that then. Basically, it was how much gold it was going to be acquired between the 7 of you guys, between drinks and food and stuff like that. So with a nat 20, we'll give you the town discount. So all that was only 10 gold for basically your night out of drinking and food and just gorging.
I'll sign up to block and elbow. I mean, I guess elbow your knee because that's probably where my elbow comes to you. I'll be like, oh, I'm a cheap date tonight.
You buy a drink for yourself and your hammer. You're the probably the most money here.
Hey. The hammer deserves it. Watch it. You don't want to piss it off. It's got a mind of its own. Probably literally.
Hammer does. That's a good ass hammer.
Probably. You literally talked to it.
Probably literally. That's what I said.
Yeah, the hammer definitely was talking to Drumus the entire time.
Anyways, and everything.
Every time Drumus offered an ale, the hammer would offer right back to you, like, no, this one's for you, mate. This one has your name on it.
Hammer does talk out loud, right?
Yeah.
Dwarvish?
Yes, it's in Dwarvish. Yes.
Ethically normal.
I heard your hammer turn your drinks down all night in my opinion.
Oh, it's a humble gesture. Trust me. There's no piece of dwarven crap that would refuse free ale.
I'm not refusing the ale. I'm just trying to get my comrade into a good mood.
That makes
I love this guy.
You earned it, buddy. You let me smash, and now it's your time to get smashed.
There's one that whole
Sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Right?
Down.
Get down.
What was your question there?
I was gonna go out about
Just throw your coin bag down.
I'm just kind of nonchalantly telling you that, but I did donate.
Well, at least you did spend it all. Looks at Atlas.
I just spent all of it. You're just not getting the rest of it.
I know, I know.
Right.
I know. It's the equivalent of you spending all of it, let's be honest.
Fair. Either way, they don't have it.
Atlas as a portable bank. He has it on him when you need it. Might not.
Oh, except I'm totally broke right now.
Probably won't.
No, but if you,
I think we have
so that I don't forget, back 4,100 at 5. If there's a local charity that I found or could discover in a short amount of time, that I do, but otherwise.
You're roll me the Emperor, because you're drinking and trying to give money away at the end of this. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
You're not going to have what you thought you did in a couple seconds.
Alright. 12.
12. You give the portion of your coin to a charity that may or may not have had a very convincing way of saying that they were needing the money, I guess. It might have been a scam. So
Well,
you'll see, we'll take your coin and we'll invest it in the iron that comes from the mountain, and then the iron will pay for itself. And then they just go on in like a circle enough that it sounded convincing after a couple of drinks that this was a real cause, but you're not 100% sure that some of that money went to a good place.
I will pay you to stop talking to me.
The Emperor just got roped into a pyramid.
Yeah. The Emperor got roped and doped.
Built the mining pyramid.
All of this stuff. You're going to be an entrepreneur.
Yep. So yeah, if you invest in this iron here, and then you can get somebody else to invest into this iron, it will get you higher up on the tier list, and it's just, it's a good investment, my friend. The more people you get involved.
I'll spend an extra because I was going to donate 100. I'll say I donated 100. Have an alarming amount of like protein powder.
An alarming amount of something you don't need. I like the sound of that.
Or like it could be like tea, but it's mediocre. But I want to be punished for this.
I'm not punishing you for
Going down
like
the
just
path
some-
of pyramid.
you.
Like some English gray.
Yeah.
Cheap English gray.
I will say, the Emperor, you invest in too many business cards. You find a calligrapher that basically you show them your standard business card, and you basically get more ran up. So now you have a stack of too many business cards
My own brand.
of your own brand. But you went from a normal amount of business cards that seemed easy enough to carry. Now you have 4 boxes full of business cards, and and you don't know how you're going to get rid of all these business cards.
Underway.
Because it sounded like a good idea. When you were in your business mind aspect right there, you're just like, I need more of these, and nobody else stopped you from getting more.
Just a quick question. No reason at all. Is there a high point? Gust of wind going? Should
Tower.
The Wizard Tower was a high point, yes.
Hey,
Wait,
since the Druids are out, I am
I
going
got
to need a
this.
wisdom
I got
saving
this.
throw from both the Emperor and
Okay.
because Kamara's not paying attention to them. She's helping Tim and trying not to fight her with a sword.
That's true.
And so the Druids are going to try to charm both of them.
Have advantage when it comes to charm effects, at least.
Yeah, wisdom.
Okay.
You have to be the 14.
Got a 13 bolt time.
I got an 18.
Bill, you're so in love with this Druid. Time is money. Emperor's just kind of like, oh, cool.
Oh, little bar lady.
But at the same time, I'm like, man, so great. Love you, man.
Bill felt like the Druid is like in love with it. Very.
I'll go wherever you want, bar lady.
Yeah, the only thing Kamar doesn't do is make sure you're in there.
Yeah, that adds up.
And Kamar is not paying attention because he's over there fighting with him and like
She's fighting the aggressive drunk. Kamar is dealing with the aggressive drunk. Like, I don't care about the other two.
not my problem.
All in like a
You tell me your positioning. This is all montaged, basically. So you guys, and this is theater of the mind of your positioning and who's all around.
would think Block is like at his workshop. He's just gorging at. But at the same time, he's like constantly like, peeking out, like, because it's like a small like shop, but it's just like a curtain.
Yeah.
He's like peeking out occasionally, like, where is everyone?
I just feel like I'd be hanging out with Block, honestly. Like,
Kavara be over there listening to Tim and be like, shit. Kavara's like,
You're drunk. You need to get home. Wait, that's not. No, you're drunk. You need to get home. Oh, wait, no, you're drunk. You need to. He just keeps like changing his voice, trying to figure out who he is.
and then like the one dream that charmed Bell is actually getting Bell back home after while the Emperor is just like, hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Checks out. Find Suddenly I thought about Justin, what's up?
I was
I was just think Alice is like hanging out with me.
I don't want to deal with everyone else. Because I get drunk. I know Block with someone handle stuff.
You guys are just in the
I will say,
hell.
Yeah. as all these shenanigans happen and Blocka and Atlas, Kavar are trying to get people back together as people have broken off, got their food, got their drinks, got into their fights, got into their love charms, maybe met a person or two within the town that stole some of your money in a scam, or you might have hit it off with somebody and now you're having second dates tomorrow planned that you may or may not actually go to. You guys gather up enough. Blocka,
Jervis looking at you.
yeah, Kavar and Blocka lead you guys through the side of the mountain, up around the alleyway, around the path, going by a couple different cherry blossom trees before you can see the smokestacks of the villa slowly breaking out as you make your way to the villa. Some of you loud and obnoxious still, as this intoxication has not ended, but the cold breeze of the mountainside is slowly charming and calming some of you guys down a little bit, I will say. So the people that were close to a 10, that barely were drunk, after this 1.5 mile walk up this side of the mountain, you could start calming down. The people that were completely trash, you guys are still trash. You guys are those assholes getting home and like tripping through the door and stuff like that right now. But the 7 of you guys are able to make it back to Blocka's villa, with Blocka and Kavara leading you up the side of the mountain. So we are now at the villa currently. It is surprisingly still kind of early. You guys went out and about. This is it's only probably about 9 p.m. I would say. The two suns, the one sun has set at this point in time, while the other one is starting its orbit around and getting the slow dim sunset around the side of the mountain. The sky is a purplish orange hue right now, reflecting off the side of the red roof of the Red Basher clan villa is where we are picking up.
Atlas, you want to deal with them, I'm sure. My cousin would love to see you around, so I'm sure she'll bother you as soon as she sees you. Get Tevin in bed and
would love to chat with her. I need to have a word with you.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
I'm gonna try and just be out
We'll
of
deal with it, Blocker. You go do ya too. Very.
You're just gonna try and be nonchalant and hide.
For demonstration purposes. I have something that we can throw into it and leave it there. Good. So
Not throwing Kamara onto the
whenever you're
portals.
ready,
Oh my god.
that was harsh, but hilarious.
No, I don't think Kamara would even heard that fight with Tannen, but
Here, and I'm gonna card and walk. Wow. Like, we're gonna fall out.
Card 4. I look at him.
What does your business card look like in the Emperor?
That's a good question. So this could become the one it's of course two-sided because really stupid. Like, if you need help, contact the Emperor. Sending spell away. I don't know.
877 cash now.
I was even a little carried away with it.
Champion of the Hordal.
Yeah. Champion of the Hordel.
It has an amazingly catchy jingle.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, he loves nature and stuff.
Well, as ever trying to wander away, like, anyway, I just go bed over there. Take 7 with you.
Does your business card, like, if it could open, does it have one of those pre-recordings where it has a little jingle and then you have to close it? Otherwise, it doesn't stop playing.
What you gave me. I was like,
Yeah.
laugh.
It's just
Okay. Yeah. We can see how
Do we
good.
have a hello if everybody else or is it just
Hell in a way.
He's like muting his mic like mid sentence. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just
Oh
me.
yeah,
or-
it's been away for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heard. Occasionally. Sorry, like when he gets like cough again, I'm like mic mid sentence. Like I can't not talk about this time. He's like losing the lower of this business card.
is it still doing it?
Yeah, it's real bad.
Yes, yes, I get delayed.
It happens.
I think we'll
Happens every time.
I don't want to leave control though because we're afraid the cameras.
Give me that loot.
I check 1, 2.
Yep.
Oh, there's like
It's
But
like he speaks.
yeah.
It's quiet, and then he closes his mouth. And then
It's a really bad dub over. As we wait for the Emperor to get his business card.
Watching ghost stories.
Yeah. Getting the Emperor's voiceover worked out over here. What is everybody else doing as you guys get to Blocka's family villa?
Lars pushing Tannen into the pool. Right here.
Oh, you're pushing 10 minutes into the pool?
I was like,
He's
oh,
going
I'll
to
have
the
to
pool.
get to bed. It's like, and then
Okay, well, roll me a shove attack, and then Temen's going to have to do like a dexterity save to not fall into the pool with disadvantage since he's drunk.
Will that be just unarmed?
Yeah.
They will block acid to do.
That would be 22.
Yeah, that's going to hit. And his acrobatics. Yeah, that's a 9. So you're able to.
It'd just be a deck save.
Yeah. She could do a 1 point of damage with the shove, though. But yeah, you are shoving Temin into the pool as the koi fish splash over to the side, and and Temin instantly jumps up. What the fuck was that? Like, and super like just out of it. But it's cooling him off enough that now he's just drenched in his coat, and like he holds up like a soggy piece of like parchment in his hand, just like looking around, trying to figure out who pushed him. How obvious are you standing there, Kavara?
Kavara's making it. No. He had a,
Okay.
But was bullet BS to walk up here, so she's like, calm the fuck down. Get in the water.
He has no stunning strikes left, so he will unarmed strike at you and try to grapple you into the pool as well, Kavara. So we're gonna do an attack roll to grapple you into the pool. It's a 23 to hit.
He's pretty drunk.
He is pretty drunk, I know.
That is.
That was with disadvantage. I rolled higher the first one, so unarmed strike grabbing you and pulling you. I need a dex save to see if you actually end up in the pool. So
That would be a 26.
26. You were able to get your feet on the edge of the pool, even with him grappling you. And like he had a little force in it. It's unarmed strikes 2 points, even if he grabs you. You're grappled and you're hanging on. Your feet are basically on the side of the pool as he's trying to drag you into the pool right now. So, but yeah, you guys are like in a wrestling match of him standing in the pool. You're stuck on the side of the pool, holding on with your feet, basically not getting pulled into it. But you're currently grappled by Temin as he is trying to drag you in the pool.
Now I get a strength save, strength save from. He's going back into the pool.
Yeah.
Harder this time.
I was doing like slightly less drunk.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm not dealing with this. He's too pretty intimidating once. He's the best. Like, no, I said block out. I'm done.
I'm just gonna hold out the decanter. I'm just gonna hold out the decanter and be like, anyone want to deal with this?
You're holding out the canter.
I'm just holding it like someone can grab it and let's both of them if they want.
Mara's sober. She's just trying to sober.
Temin up. Well, you are currently grappled by him, so
I know.
I might go in the water with him, but I'm also using gas.
you're using gust on him. You're going to need a strength save to break out of his grapple then, or you're going into the water with him with the gust attack.
See, that's a nat
What were you
20
saying, Aaron?
for my strength save.
Yeah.
Mara breaks out and just gusts him. Strength save.
Nope. No, it's not going to save. He's back in the water.
Oh. Mara's like,
Pump
maybe
that
this
volume
time
up.
you'll learn.
You are really quiet though.
Late now.
You have a Dryad still on you. No, you're next to one. They're your sober buddies.
awkwardly waves at you. Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it
Double it and give it to the next person.
No, is this
So,
Sylvan?
Drumress.
So
So you're handing it off to Drumress.
Okay. As your guys' water battle continues and the splashing of the koi fish and stuff like that, the Emperor is handing off the druid to Drumress. Atlas went to bed.
Decanter.
Atlas went to bed. Did you bring Temin's currently in the water, so he's can't?
Probably not.
Nope.
I would also be going to bed because he's in love with the druid and doing whatever.
How long does that charm effect last?
Well, the druid only lasts for an hour, so until the druid goes away,
Last the whole time?
unless you're attacked.
I don't even get another save. I'm just charmed for an hour.
Because unless someone attacks you, then you
Wait,
get
that
away. How about this is carrying you to bed, and you're
Chris was just carrying man.
Yeah. Vale, you're being carried by the druid right now.
And I am carrying Scion.
And you are carrying side, yes. It is literally you carrying your familiar being carried by another familiar, basically. This racket, though, of the water splashing with Blanca holding out the container, will have the screen door slide open, and there is one wrench who is the kobold hunched over, red in skin. He is just like wide-eyed, tweaking a little bit, just what the hell going on out here? As the water splash, oh my god, get out of the pool! The koi fish! Like, trying to get you guys out of the pool as he comes out of the door. So,
Lars and be like, "Yeah, Tammy, get off the pool. What are you doing?"
TK will come out shortly after, like, as this door opened too, and just, that was very irresponsible. You do know that. And you just disrupt the flow, and now they have to go back into pattern. Like, what were you thinking, you two? Like, you're getting disgruntled by TK as he's basically nagging you guys to get out of the pool too, with wrench, like trying to get things back to situated. And Blanca, I thought you had your friends under control. What is this? You know, this isn't a rampage house. We don't do this around here.
Lars sitting outside the pool, like, "Yeah, you just have to excuse me. Not all his
The bashing of Temem because he's not here. He's going to be very mad.
Why is that?
Yeah. Where's Telerak at? Huh? Where is he? Did he? Here we go.
Speak of vampire.
Yeah, so do I.
TK.
Mhm.
I figured. TK, Ren, do you want to join me and talk with me about Uncle Tower?
Hush, child, TK will say to you. That dwarf over there, who's talking to his hammer. Does he know how to use it? You dwarf, he like points over and he starts pulling out like his two swords on his side. Do you, like, he's coming towards you, Jermis? Do you like combat?
You know, I've lived for hundreds of years. I've never been asked that. But yeah, I do.
I haven't gone against a hammer in quite some time, and that looks like a powerful foe. Do you mind if we spar for a minute?
Aye. That sounds better than whatever they're doing with that little pond. Let's go.
Yeah, TK will take Drumorous out back to the training ground area, and we'll do a little sparring there for a second. As Blocka, you're taking Wrench with you to your aunt?
Yep.
Okay. Out back. Well, we're going to just do this over here. You guys, this is TK and Drumorous will pan to you guys for a quick second as you guys are walking towards and Violet. There's the slow gust of wind of the cherry blossoms flying across as the swordsmaster TK pulls out two long-bladed swords, takes a power stance, and stares down Drumorous.
Yeah, Drumorous will just with his shield and hammer just holding his own battle stance. Military practice battle stance.
And we will roll, it was like initiative for these two. We're basically going to do a couple quick rounds of sparring action here. So we'll see who goes first. Roll me a d20 for your, to start who goes first.
6.
Oh, nice. TK with an 18 will first move sliding across the grass. He cuts up the air with his two swords. He'll make two swings at you.
I think, actually, using my brace maneuver as he approaches, will use my reaction and a superiority dice to just like get a free hit on him as he into my melee.
Yeah, go for it.
You don't approach the Drooms. Don't approach the Drooms. Okay. We're talking 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So, 14 points bludgeoning damage. Just a quick like as he approaches.
Yeah, and as he approaches, and you're able to get this good smack across, he quickly slides his feet back. One sword is definitely going to miss with a 13, but his second sword, as it swings up, is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's it.
So one longsword is going to take a swipe at you. It's 10 points of slashing damage. Not magical or anything like that, but he's able to get a quick swipe in on you as he recovers his feet and holds out and just an admirable hit, the young one. Show me what you got. And that's his attack. So,
well, Drooms should be like, you did have the work for me. You're right in front of me. And I'm gonna rage and then attack you.
Yeah.
Okay, natural 1 on the first attack, though. That's not a good lead.
Yeah, I will say with a natural 1, as you're recoiling your hammer back down and you pull it up, it slips down and lands on your feet, like right behind you for your first attack, and you'll have to like pick it up for your next 2 attacks though. But there's that awkwardness.
I'll have it like return to my hand.
Yeah.
I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely meant to do that.
Definitely meant to do that. Okay.
Number 2, 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay, so that's 16 points bludgeoning damage. And number 3, it's another 24 to hit.
Yep, that's going to hit again.
12 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that turn goes from raging.
Yeah. Sweet. +2 per hit.
Okay. And as you are able to get a couple good swings on, he basically trying to like use his blades to throw off your attacks, but your weapon is just too much mass that even as he like reflects it up, it's still able. You catch him on the cheek on one attack, and then as you recoil back up and you hit him again, his swords, he is throwing them up in the air, he is jumping in the air, and he is going to action surge and basically take 3 quick slash attacks at you as he's coming down at you. First one is a 29 to hit. Second one's a 15.
Got it.
And last one is a 19.
That is exactly it.
So, with two of those attacks coming through, with his blades swinging around, 9 points of slashing, and I only rolled a 1 on that, 6 points. So 15 points of slashing as he comes back down and lands directly in front of you, and that is round number 2. You can tell that he is definitely more winded than you. Even coming back down, he's taken a couple good hits from you, but that is his action as he holds out his hand and says, last round, show me what you got. Let's end this. So, you are up, my friend.
I think I will go ahead and 3 strikes.
Yeah.
Is right there. Okay. Only a 14 on that first attack.
14 misses.
Okay. Second one. That is 27.
That's going to hit.
Okay. 13 points of bludgeoning damage there. Third attack. That's math. That's 30 to hit. Yeah.
Yep. Even with his defense mechanism maneuver, at the end, which basically he holds his blades up, which increases his AC for this last attack. This 30 is going to hit him. So roll me the damage.
Yeah, 15 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, 15. 10 would have put him over bloodied, which would have stopped the combat. So as you come down with this last attack, he's not going to retaliate. As you can describe to me, what is this final blow to make him bloody to have him stop looks like?
I think it's probably just because this is like a sparring thing where we're not trying to deal mortal blows. Like maybe
Correct.
He's got his long swords, and I just hit with such force that the hammer finally pushes through, and he drops one of his swords and takes a quick knee.
Yeah.
And then the hammer is just at his chin, and I just lift his head up.
Yeah.
And then I'll twirl the hammer back.
Perfect. Yeah, and as you have defeated your opponent in this sparring match, he puts both of his blades back into his sheaths and does a very low bow and just, you are an admirable opponent, young dwarf.
I taken it easy on me, I could tell. But it was a good fight.
Good fight indeed. Where do you mind if I asked? You said you come from military background. Where did you serve?
Well, that's a long storied history. But let's just say, had me a regiment back in my homeland, and we've seen some battles.
I didn't mean to pry. I'm sorry if that. Just, I served within the army of Sarja for 12 long years, saw many battles myself, and upon leaving, it's when I met the Red Basher family, and they took me in as a trainer and educator for the household. So,
it's been fighting for a long time, and I haven't seen my family or my friends in a long time. And there's been some pretty crazy shit going on, and I just gotta remember to I think about them every now and then. Remember what we're fighting for. Hey.
mm-hmm. Say that one more time. It was really quiet at the end.
Sorry, I want to know if
TK? Yeah, go for it. 16. Based off of his style, which is it's very dexterity based. Like, he's not a strength fighter as he tries to move with the wind and just his stances that he took place. This style would be known as Kelhorn, which does originate from the Sarja region. It is a long but there's a long history of this style being popularized by the Sargian and the Sarah nations. I will say him stance-wise, that's what you're getting. 12 years, you can't, I was like, his military or anything like that, you're not able to really tell if that's a lie or not, but you can definitely tell that this stance of style that he uses is very home to this region, and he is quite experienced in it. Kelhorn. Yep. But I feel like the music's not.
Music's playing, at least for now. Change it, it's going to not load for me.
Oh, really? Sorry.
It takes a minute for me because of
The hotspot.
It's fine, everybody else can still hear.
Okay. But yeah, TK will do a little bow. Drummercy will, even with that one solid hit, like grab his cheek for a second. They really got me on that one. It is, he looks up at the sky. It is that time for tea. Would you care to join? I spike it a little bit. It helps me sleep.
Hey, no, yeah, come in. That sounds like good.
So he heads through the kitchen, through this sitting area, basically, to start up a kettle of tea and ask you to join if you want.
Enjoy it.
Okay. Wrench and Blocka, you guys are heading towards the study with Aunt Violet. You guys have arrived at all. This was side shifting back over to you guys as the doors open. Aunt Violet is currently, when Wrench and Blocka enter into the room, Wrench starts slowly taking off all his boot straps as he has like 20 on each boot. They're really high top boots. And slowly, like, you don't want to get mud in here, you know? And there's like click, and he like is taking his sweet ass time, like trying to get these boots off. And Aunt Violet is currently deep within some parchment, and she's just coasting and writing something down as she looks up and, my dear, welcome back. How was your journeys? She doesn't even finish the sentence as she looks at your face and can instantly tell. Oh dear. Come in. Close the door, please. Your mind is...
Make sure all of my gear is set down. And
your mind is weary. You're giving me a headache. Please keep it down a little bit. So... You fought an admirable opponent, and things didn't end well for my husband. That's okay.
we defeated the opponent. Uncle Telric was still alive, but they were opening a portal to Nine Hells. I sealed the portal, but Telric got pulled in.
He's alive. Don't you beat yourself up. She like holds her fist close. She holds her fist close to her chest for a second. He's alive. It's fine. It's fine.
I tried pulling him back out, but I couldn't. What I did for the moment of opening the connection to him, just hear screams of pain.
My dear, Teldrick never screams. It was not his pain. Do not worry. He is a strong, able man, that Red Basher. He'll find his way out. But it does worry me that Von Schultz got involved in the matter. What is the reasoning behind that?
I think it's a bit because of me. Schultz and I have not been on the best terms. I'll put it that way.
I see.
The reason I wanted you here, Wrench, was... did you get an opportunity to look at the ship?
Oh yeah, you guys mentioned you had a ship. I did not get that far. I got home and got a little distracted. There was other matters at hand, and also I don't know where you parked it, so...
We'll go there tomorrow. There's something with the engine. The ship is supposed to be able to planar shift, but we haven't been able to get it. Figured you might be able to help with that as well as do repairs.
You got one of those fancy ships that can planar shift? you got one of those marvels? I don't believe you one bit. And he slugs the side of you. You quit playing with me, buddy.
I'm not lying. You will be very happy when you see it. Atlas might thank you if you break something, but...
Oh, now I can't, sleep. How far away is it? Can I go find it? Is it a secret? He gets a little jazzed up, and oh yeah, I forgot to tell Violet the reason why I came back in here. The weapon's ready for you, madam. So don't worry, it's done. It's up and running. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And he does a quick bow and Blanca, you have fun with your aunt. And he kind of like looks quick, like a little skittish, and opens the door, slides out, and opens the door back up, grabs his boots, slide them back out, close the door again, and he's out of the room. So.
Getting a weapon made?
Something like that. It's
so I grabbed boots and then jump.
Something like that, my dear.
Well, I revived the wizard in the tower. He was, in fact, killed by the vampire that was there. And we were going to go see him again tomorrow to see if maybe he could help. Uncle Tower.
Good plan. You have. But really, he's my husband. It's my problem now. You have other means to get to, I can tell. I don't want this to hold you down. You came here for a reason, was it not?
We came here for the ship to be repaired.
Let's get that done for you, darling. I'll get hold of Adrian Chen. I'll see what we can work out together. Us Red Bashers have to stick together, but at the same time, this is my family matter as well. And it sounds like you have more important things at hand, is it not?
We are on a bit of a time crunch. I mean, we have what, till the summer solstice?
Yes. The Void's Veil enters its final stages. Should be probably by the end of this month, based off of the stars' alignments.
But I will. I am going to help him. He got dragged in because of me. Von Schultz was trying to grab me, but couldn't.
So reach out to touch your hand. My dear. I thank you for caring so much about your uncle. You're not alone in this matter, and I will help as much as I can. We must make haste, and you are wanting to save your uncle. Let me further assist with the ship repairs. I will put wrench on it as quick as I can. I'll even throw Taryn, Farah, even Varro can help out in any sorts of repair on the ship that's necessary if this would make matters easier on you and your companions.
We can repair the ship. We can take it. Get the engine working properly. We can take it directly to the Nine Hells to get Uncle Tower back. I'll need to talk with the others about this. I'm not the captain of that ship. That's Atlas to decide. But we do speak together as a group. Not for one of us to choose.
All right. Well, it sounds like you have some discussing to do with your fellow friends. Just know, your uncle is safe at the moment. I can still feel his heart beating, his mind racing, and his silly laughter going on and on. Get some sleep, get some shut-eye. You're safe here. We'll deal with matters that contain tomorrow on tomorrow's time. Today's today. Don't worry about that. The answers will come to when they are necessary.
Of course. And I will step out.
As you step out, what is everybody up to? Atlas, you're in bed. Vel, you're probably an hour into your spell now. If you want to try to break out of the charm effect, go for it.
Oh, it says the druid's gone.
Oh, it ends. Okay, yep. I would say an hour probably has passed at this point in time between the conversations and the sparring and stuff like that. So, Vale, you are currently laying in bed as you come back to, with Atlas directly across, as he's the only one in bed at the moment.
I'm gonna go into my trance and start my long rest.
Okay. Is that where everybody's at then? Kavara, Temin, you guys get out of the pool, I'm guessing, as the skirmish ends. The fish are a little pissed off. One of the fish spits water up at one point like that, and
Wait, did it sober Timon up at all?
yes, I was going to say the water has been thrown multiple times into the pool as he is attempted. When you push somebody in the pool, they get out and you wait a couple seconds and push them back in, and then slow. Yeah, that's pretty much what has happened here. So Temin has sobered up enough that he is drenched. He is mad at you. He crosses his arms and very Temin just and sticks up his nose and walks away from you, Kavar. So.
Why are you going to bed after all that?
Okay. All right. With that, you all begin your long rest through this evening. And there's a level up. So,
Okay.
you guys can choose how you want to level up between your multiple classes. Let me know when you guys are ready to roll HP, what dice you're rolling, and then we can do some rolls on that. But we also can hold off until the very end. Yeah. Nope. Lost him. He died.
Roll D8.
Roll a d8.
And I
I rolled a 5 for Blanca.
rolled a 3, so I will take 5.
Atlas.
I rolled 10, so.
Yep, I'm not even going to roll then.
Kavar needs a D10 as well.
Rolled a 7 for Kavar.
We'll take that 7.
Yep, it's a d10 for Paladin. I rolled a 5, so not much better, but Dreamers.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, sounds good. Somebody want? I mean, we can hold off on 10 minutes right now. And Dreamers. Those are the two we're waiting. In Vale.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, then I'm not.
Fighter.
You rolled 10. I'm not rolling. So Dreamers and 10 minute are the last two, which we will get to later. So I will say, we start the day anew, refreshed. You guys feeling a little bit bettered. You feel a little bit buttered. Buttered up and refreshed. I will say, even though this level up happened like during the night and stuff like that, the containment of this villa. I don't know if anybody's really picked up on it, but there is a recurring healing factor to this place. This place has a life-flowing energy basically through the wave, and that's kind of why it's been part of the Blanca family history for so long. You guys feel super rejuvenated. Everybody actually that rested within this villa starts with an extra 10 temporary HP from a rest within this domain. So you all get 10 temporary HP on top of your standard HP. And like I said, everybody, even if you went to bed drunk or intoxicated, I don't think Blanca has ever mentioned this, but any sort of sickness or anything like that within this, gone. And it all has to do with the recomposing of this villa. So as best as you guys can, as I'm going to go grab a drink really quick, please describe the most curious versions of yourself as you guys are all feeling the best you have felt in a very long time.
Mars finally smart.
You're gonna bump that
Yeah, I mean, I did not hear you at all.
There's always been. Is that any better at all?
Yeah, much better. Much better.
What's this switch? This guy.
Southport Live.
Kavar just needs to sleep here more, and her intelligence is going to keep going up.
No, the Red Bashers don't really get hangovers for a reason.
Having a magic house is shitty, Blanca.
Only thing I gotta do is figure out a feat that I want. So that's gonna take me a bit.
Oh, that was easy for Kavar.
That's what happens when you live with a bunch of clerics through many, many ages of history. They put some magical shit on their things.
Hallowed grounds.
Yep.
Man, I feel so good. I don't even feel a need to drink a cup of coffee this morning. I'm gonna do it anyways.
I just drink tea.
How do talk to your aunt about it when you get one of these whatever's installed into there. Okay?
It's a lot harder to do on an airship. And it takes like a whole year to do it.
That's fair.
Atlas, as
Well, like 3 days before the world ends, so I think we'll be fine.
I will say, Atlas, as you wake up, though, Farah, Red Basher, is sitting cross-legged at the side of your bed, staring directly at you.
Seems appropriate.
Hey, stop doing that.
I'm just curious, does that eye patch ever come off, and what does it do? What?
It just covers the eye that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
It does not come off.
You know, I just realized something. When I cast Resurrection on Atlas,
Mm-hmm.
he would technically have his eye.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
like whatever happened to him is so ingrained in like his DNA now that probably now thinks he's out the seven eye. By more reason it didn't happen. I did think about that.
Right.
The world now decided he doesn't have an eye because like, it's been so long.
His eye is a part of Vecna, so doesn't come back. I'm sorry.
It's no longer up to like take 4 hours. I spent my other 4 hours reading that book I got in the main.
So you just watch this lady just walk in and stare at me for like 4 hours?
Face buried in the book. I'll focus.
I was really quiet. He didn't even know I came in. I like threw a pencil at him and nothing. He was in a trance. It was weird.
I don't know that so much. He didn't notice it coming. I mean,
Didn't care.
I don't know so much he getting by his fences or his fences just not being
Hey. You shut your cute mouth. I got around him and he did not see me.
Farah, quit lying.
Like, I feel like he can't roll like a 32 on most checks.
I'm gonna sit there behind my book and just flip a coin. Yeah, I never saw a thing.
I like waking up calmly without a heart attack. Like, cool.
Like, calm down.
But I'm going to roll Bill's book out the door. Calm down. Remember, this guy's first for himself right now.
Yeah, that's as good as it
I'm
gets.
gonna be like, look, but Farah, I think I have you beat on vampire kills now.
I heard. We're not talking about it. And she stands back up and Blocker ruins freaking everything and just walks out of the room. Like she, as soon as you said that, you hit her nerve and she just got mad about it. Like,
Alright. Later I get
I had to boost like, close on her. I had to. Even though I wasn't one that got the kills, it was Cerberus and Kavara that got the kills.
it all matters. Technically, there was three. Wait, no, there were three vampires up there. So yeah, you could add three part of the group.
Well, Kavara, Temin killed one, I think.
I killed one of them.
No, it was
I dive bombed
yeah.
from the.
Atlas killed one, Cerberus killed one, Kavara killed one.
Oh, man, I could have said that to cuss it. Like, I'm a vampire slayer now.
Should have said it.
Well, I didn't think about it. I kind of forgot. It was all haze. Kind of hard to see. It was actually be. There was a movie on top of me at the same time.
Everything was on fire.
I have 3 feats that I feel like would be both beneficial and character appropriate. Leaning towards inspiring leader, which gives anybody. Sentinel's on my list. I have Warcaster, which gives advantage on concentration checks. Inspiring leader, which gives apparently a shit ton of temporary HP. Sentinel, which gives you the attack of opportunity, even if they try to disengage and like you can't run away.
You know
Well, hey,
Alex knows Sentinel well.
there you go. Any thoughts on that? I mean, I know that Black is the cleric with some additional temporary hit points at disposal outside of lay on hands could be really helpful.
I've heard you talk a lot
That's basically bringing the house down with us wherever you go.
Say one more time. That's what you say?
I said, inspiring leader would basically bring the hollow ground bonus with us wherever we go. We could have like temporary HP and know like every combat we go into.
I think that would be super fucking helpful.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, that sounds pretty legit for my direction. So, yeah, I'm gonna grab inspiring leader. I try very, very hard. Sometimes I'm just giving myself a pep talk.
But we did need to talk as the group with ship and everything.
I might have always has enough wish.
Figure we show runs to the ship, and then we can out in the war room.
Not giving him the steering wheel back. He's on the ship for fixing it without the steering wheel. Oh,
Before I leave back to the ship, I want to try and find some tea that I can take with me on the ship. I'm sure these motherfuckers got tea.
Germans want to know.
Where's we get tea?
Kavar is now.
There's
gonna
always
be
a store in the
Alice
kitchen.
when you run up to her. Or meet her. He was going to be Alice.
going to be Alice?
Guy
Yes.
self as Alice.
Last time I checked, there wasn't two guys. I don't know what's happening here. I
One's-
have to blame your cousin. Blanca.
Does Kavara have the eye patch on the other
She's not
eye?
that crazy.
Because
She won't make a statue.
I woke. She stared at me when I woke up this morning. She's doing it for hours on that Blanca. What do you mean?
You're disguising yourself.
Did she?
What are? Well, let's see how good your mannerisms are. Let's do a performance check by Kavara as Atlas.
That's a 7.
So she might look like you, but she is still very much like standing wise and just like her general like composure is very Kavara still. So
That makes sense. That's cool. They locked his cousin put you up to this. I can see that happening.
So when y'all see Kavar's like, look what I can do
I imagine Kavara looking like Atlas, but just having like a ditto face.
now. You know, that is her
I can do that too, Kavar. You know that, right?
He's turned
I'm
to
gonna
Alice
cast this guy.
Emperor.
Soon.
Are we all just gonna be Alice?
I'll find where the Emperor is sleeping and walk up on him all at the same time.
you guys are all disguising yourself as Atlas and then trying to confuse Farah. Is that what's going on?
I was going more like torment the Emperor with it.
I know. That's
that
cool.
too.
I would probably also use disguise self to turn into Atlas, and just if you can't beat them, join them.
Go there.
I want to see how well I can act as Atlas.
Yeah, I was going to say performance checks
With
from.
my, you know,
Yep.
everybody that's disguising as Atlas.
18. I think you got a lot of Atlas's. Yeah, a very very close mimic right there. So
Grab who I think is Blanca. Alice, I spin her around a couple times, and then like, I'm Blanca.
are you going to try to use deception to not?
I'm Blanca.
These guys gonna Freaky Friday this
Got 34 to convince everyone that I'm Blanca.
Oh my god!
He's just like, look, I'm
It
big,
makes
strong, and
sense.
stupid, but I heal people good. Like, wow, that was pretty convincing.
So if anybody wants to try to beat a 34 insight against Atlas to see if he's not really Atlas, we go for it.
I actually Blanca. I'm like, yes, I am Blanca. Drink my tea.
Yeah. He's like doing my mannerisms, but still looking like himself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I want to see if Block actually thinks that Atlas is Blocker right now.
Blanca so well. I was like, well, somebody compliment me. What happened?
Yeah, maybe I'm the face.
Or this is literally the music that's playing right now as you guys like this is what I just feel like that's what's happening right now.
So, what was that insight roll I needed to beat?
34.
I had a 29.
Oh.
I'm not sure if he's fucker or not.
Oh no, you're giving this man an existential crisis right now. Who am I? Oh no.
No, Kirby into Alice, what's that?
Have I been Alice this entire time? Like Inception up in here. Anyways, all of you guys, pretty much besides, I mean, Temin probably could do it too, but we have
Temin can too, yeah.
we have 5. Vale, are you going to do it? Is Droomer's the only one that can't actually disguise himself?
I have disguised self, but I could use disguise.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Rumus can make a tiny Drumers in his hand, and he doesn't even know how, and that's all he can do.
I have your Alice walking out. That's the perfect number for like that for like 10 years.
It really is.
I roll for disguise bit.
I was going to say, I don't think Temin
disguiser.
doesn't have it prepared.
Oh, well, he Accents aren't magical, so they're pretty talented.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up so peaceful, like a whole room full of atlases. I don't have time for this shit. Not today, damn it.
Alrighty. Well, Atlas Kavara. Or Blanca Kavara.
Come on, Alice, let's go. Let's go talk to Wrench.
No. Let's not flip with Wrench first. Let's go mess with Farah first.
100%.
Farah's walking down like the hallway. Are you guys like all going to fuck with Farah?
Hey,
Fair,
Farah,
right.
a second.
Mara's gonna be on the wall like all the
Everyone just walks into that door. Like, that sounds like Alice, obviously. Like, hey, Farah, come here a second.
Oh, my love! And she'll walk around the corner. Who's the first Atlas does she see then?
You know what? Let's let it be Kavara.
Probably safer that way. Maybe not Blanca.
So,
Maybe Kavara.
okay, Kavara's leaning up against the wall and just, oh, there you are. Looking fine as ever, Atlas. Ooh. She's a weirdo.
Kavara's gonna reach out and kind of stroke her hair,
Like,
like
she likes, I guess.
Yeah. She gets all giddy. Don't do that. And she smacks her hand away.
Alice is also, wait a minute, what did I do?
Kavara's gonna like as soon as she smacks away, kind of take her hand and like physical touch is very important.
Roll me up.
Change the voice.
I was on. Does it change the voice?
I don't think
No, it doesn't change the voice.
So I'm going to need a performance check of Kavara trying to speak like Atlas right now.
Behind. That 20.
This is what we do on our off days.
Yeah. A very convincing Atlas voice coming from Kavara right now.
train her well.
Kavara's just gonna put her fingers up on her lips and like stay right here and just walk away while these other atlases come in.
Is that the cue? You guys did not come up with a plan on this, so.
Kavara using telepathy, be like, "Hey, Blanca, come on, it's your turn."
Or swap out of our user.
Yeah, I'll walk in next after like hearing Kavara in my head. Like I think Kavara rounds one
Corner and then another one.
round another corner.
Yep. Yeah. Farah just is like staring out and sees Kavara. Well, sees Atlas leave and then another Atlas come around the corner. Just, she like point, like, I thought you were just leaving.
Just just showed up. I'm still trying. I'm going to try and intimidate.
Intimidate or persuade?
Imitate. Come on, you know I imitate Atlas's voice.
Yeah, roll me performance for Atlas voice. It's pretty spot on. Roll me a persuasion check too, as you're trying to.
Persuasion. 13.
Hey, you know what? Take some guidance with that.
That's 3.
That's an extra 3 for 16.
16. She's just a little baffled. I thought you just took a left and came from a right. I was really confused. And you said hush and then walked away. Like, you can't leave me hanging like that. Get over here. Like, she starts walking towards you at this point. And, so what's on your plate today? What are we doing? Do we
Ship.
we
Getting the ship repaired with wrench. Ooh, I need to tell you about how I killed a vampire.
Oh, you're a vampire hunter, you say? Atlas, don't.
And then I'm going to drop the disguise.
Ah, fucking Blanca! Like, she starts punching you. You're gonna get like 2 unarmed strikes, so I'm sure they're not going to go through your armor.
That almost got weird.
Yeah.
That's why I dropped the disguise.
I think when Blanca drops it, they're fighting, did me and the Emperor walk in at the same exact time?
Yeah. She starts hitting. None of them go through for damage wise, but she's like pounding on your chest like, fucking cousin, and she storms off like down a different hallway. God.
What happened?
Everybody that was in Atlas there, please take a DM inspiration because that was hilarious.
I was Atlas, but I'm not in Atlas.
I started getting-
I'm the Atlas. Do I get one?
Yeah, you get one too. You get one for being yourself.
Like, she started getting way too flirty. I had to drop it.
Now she doesn't think the vampire thing's alive.
As the Atlases conjoin together in the whatever room you guys want to be in, she's stormed off this way at this point in time. She's in one of the rooms. You guys aren't. These guys there. That's fine. But yeah, as your ploy of a plan of fucking with Farah worked.
There was not with this guy is about to take.
And Violet, Wrench, and Winnabelle. Nope. We'll enter out into the court area. Right here, as all of you guys are probably gathered up, I'm guessing, at this point.
Yep. I would think so.
Well, Violet will chime in and good morning, y'all. I hope you all rested well. We got some business to attend to, it sounds like. Blacko was telling me how you folks have a marvelous ship, and, well, I would kindly like to see it if you don't mind, and Wrench would be assistance of fixing it up. Vero and Darren are getting things to help Wrench gathering up stuff from the shed right now, but they shouldn't be too far behind us. So if you folks are ready, I mean, we can grab some tea, we can grab some biscuits and donuts along the way for a morning breakfast. I hope you're not far away, are you, Blaka? Who's the captain? You said that you're not the captain. Who's the captain among you?
Atlas is
Oh.
That's probably short at your service.
Violet Redbasher, pleasure. I heard that you need to grant us access or the opportunity to help assist based off of Blaka's explanation. So we, the Redbasher of old Sarah, and the nobility of the, oh my god, I can't think of what my nobility is right now. It doesn't matter. Anyways, we want to assist you folks in any form of way we can. So please lead on if you are willing.
break anything. Yes, we can go up.
I won't break nothing. No, I'm just super. He's like twitching a little. I'm just very excited, you know? Big ship, don't see those very often.
Walk his uncle. Need the fisher fixed. Okay.
Wrench has a giant wrench, like he's like smacking in his hand, like, yeah, show me the fucking ship, man. Show me the ship. You guys.
I know Farrah wanted to see it, but I think she's smart for a second, so she might not be coming.
Okay. You guys leading the way to the ship then? Heading around the mountain through the low foliage of the forest that you guys had landed the Zephyr at. We will skip on over. I don't have everybody's tokens. As we are finally going back to the ship. You guys are all where we left you. Haha. So, oops. Who wants to describe the ship to... I'm kidding. It's very shippy. Well done.
I got a story in front of me about the alley.
I know.
There she is. Zephyr.
As it's parked and you guys you see Wrench just start getting in excitement and jumping a little bit. Oh my god! Ah! He runs towards the ship and like he's super excited. And I'm sorry, he gets excited with technology and fixing things, and oh, that is the nasty hole. Like, as Violet walks towards the hole from where the fireball hit the side of the ship and stuff like that, it does need some love, it looks like. I'm glad we can help assist in any way. So, Captain Atlas, please direct my people. And you look back, you see a giant cart, like with Terran and the other person, names a lot of names right now, basically shortly after, carrying the cart with some large was going to be like hammers, just tools. There's a couple of wrenches. You can see some scrap wood on the back of the car that they're carrying behind them, and they take a second to get there, but yeah, you have a small crew, about 3 to 4 people willing to help fix up the ship for you. So they need directions. Atlas, what are you directing them to do?
Damage, fireballs. You also had some burn damage inside, so we want to check out of there. Any wrench, absolutely still in time, and 1 babysitter for wrench to work on the engine to get the plane ship. It's up to full speed, and the plane ship mechanic working.
I'm curious about this plane shifting. Can you please show me? And Violet with wrench wants to be shown like the engine room of the planar shift components of the ship. So.
No. We got to bring some of these rings spinning. Not all of them. We got all spinning, so I think that's the problem. The power source goes here to show where we pulled the life gems in last time. That, like, once it. They probably can't get all these rings spinning at one time.
Wrench getting close to the engine, looking at the rings and looking at where you put the life gems before and just the components of this engine. Well, that's your problem. You're using a bunch of little guys like me, you know? You gotta get a big life gem in there. That should be enough to charge this thing up on. And he looks around at the back engine. There's a ring plate that just looked like a little platform that he stands next to, and he just, do you know what's under here? Like, he'll point down at like the platform there, and
I didn't know there was going to be anything under there.
Oh, looking. There should be a lever mechanic to open up this draw door. Can you help me find it? Like, he's looking around for a different... It has to be around here somewhere. So I need an investigation check for whoever's in the engine room. So I think it's just Atlas.
Alright, here we go. Got +0. Could have been worse.
This role is for what? Inspiring people on what to do.
And for
No, just to find a lever. If I can't find it, I'm like, I know someone who can investigate way better than you should be able to. But if I don't find Alfred's mail down, I'm like, bail!
Right.
Need to find a lever. Have stupidly good eyes.
Check it out.
You're so damn reliable that it's annoying.
Look at 2, so I got 34s.
That's I got a 29.
29. It's not a lever. So Wrench told you to look for a lever. I didn't hear what you rolled, Atlas. A 12, yeah. It's not really a lever that you were looking for. Around the mechanical components of this 4 brass rings and the 3 that rotate and the 2 that are jammed, on where the axle actually meet, there are on each side basically pins where you have to adjust them enough that doing so, I will say Vale with a 29, one of the pins was slightly off, and as soon as you hit that over, the compartment underneath begins to open up where he was pointing at, and a large cauldron-like structure forms up and almost begins to go into the middle of where the rings are. It spins around with the rings, and it looks like it holds a large component of something. So... And Wrench will kind of just, well, that's your problem. You didn't have the whole engine even activated. You know, you gotta, like, look through everything there, buddy. Like, come on. You can call yourself the captain of the ship. But that ring right there is damaged. I am going to have to, give me my welder! Like, he'll yell out. Like, that ring right there is definitely damaged.
Giant cauldron.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like a fucking life gem, or like a really big ass life gem, like a crystal or something.
Tiny box down here. That looks like it also has a.
That's just a temporary boost. You know, when you need that extra jump in power, you can basically not upgrade, but you can basically boost the engine enough just to get a little bit of engine push. But besides that, that's not much more. It's just a little kick in the engine.
Do you guys look at the Aunt Violet? You have to have a crystal or very large life gem lying around, do you?
Lying around, no, but I do have one acquired that is a family heirloom. It's been passed down from generation to generation.
Maybe good use for the family.
I actually carry it around everywhere I go. She looks in her little bag. Neat little things, portable holes, are they not? And she'll like throw it open.
I thought I had one for a second. That was like really cool, but I didn't have one.
Throw it open, and the giant crystal that was behind the bookcase that was drawn out during the last study meeting will slowly start floating out of the portable hole and levitates, and it almost has this gravitational pull around Violet as she like holds it up and it swirls. This thing is massive. This crystal literally is like 5.5, 6 feet tall. Like it is it's a giant life crystal. So, and it is, yeah, it's the life gem that has been passed down from the Red Basher family that was broken off of a mother crystal. It is a purplish white. You've seen a small one that is this color.
Wrench, is it good to be like slotted in, or
He like climbs up on the cauldron, and then you see him fall into the cauldron and like clunks down and like, ow, and like pops his head out for a second. Oh, this thing's really fucking rusty. I'm gonna need some oil and some. It's going to take some work. This thing, like, literally, like he like touches the side and a foot accidentally kicks through the cauldron. Like the cauldrons then like disappear. And just, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, man. I need some steel. I need some. Where's my welding kit? Like he yells out. Like he still hasn't got his welding kit yet. So
Like wrench. There's an intercom system wrench.
Probably hold on to the giant plate.
I also need. I need somebody small and stout in stature to help me up. Where's that cat? Looking around for not Stativa, but oh my god, Zion. Thank you. I'm wrong, familiar, but does it have little hands? Like he calls out to Vel.
Little paws.
I need hands, man. I need hands.
Got no hands.
Get a hand creature to stick in a cauldron.
For tiny
Some monkeys.
That's kind of alright. Actually, 15 needs
So
some
it's
oil
12.
too, right?
Yeah.
Evidence and some hands.
Yep. Need some oil.
Bar is going to summon 8 boggles.
Fuck is a bottle, Kavara?
They would have you have probably have oil in your cart, right? I can grab
Alright, so anyway, boggles, they're tiny, not too big, but they have actions called boggle oil, slippery oil, sticky oil, dimensional wrists they can use, oil totals.
Fuck are these things? Oh, what?
Y'all want an actual description of everything?
Yeah, I want Kavar to describe what your boggles look like.
Okay, well, think of they're mostly heads with arms and legs. Oh, way shorter than a goblin. Just as ugly.
2 words, 1 sound, I guess.
Wrench is a goblin, remember?
Oh,
No, wrench.
Wrench is a kobold.
I'm looking to see if it says how tall they are because these things they're small fey, so they like to pay season.
I don't even know what these things look like. I'm trying to pull them up. So
I got the stats, but I don't the height. They're an eighth of a challenge.
Here you go. Post it in the group chat.
I had a shitty scheme.
yep, that's kind of what I pictured.
Get 8 of those ready to help.
Wonderful.
Make oil and shit. Like, how long do they last?
All the oil is also non-flammable.
Perfect.
Actually, probably handy.
Yeah, that's actually really handy. Wrench won't blow up the ship that way. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Be harder for bullshit.
You won't burn it down at least.
If it gets in the oil though, that's going to be a lot of dexterity saving throws for them.
Face them free.
So, how long do these things last?
Just for the hour tomorrow has them summoned.
Okay. Somebody roll me a. Atlas, roll me a d12. 2.
Yeah, my rolls are not higher.
So, with a 2, it is with the fixing up of the ship and the acquiring of components, parts between the engine and the outside. It is going to take about 48 hours based off of Wrench's estimate to fix up this ship. So, and that's with Kavara's help of your boggles helping him in the engine room. He's going to need them kind of consistently. So,
This one's worse.
but we shall get started. Wrench will say, "Oh, we got this. Boggles away! How smart are these things, Kavara? Like, give me that screwdriver and see if it picks up an actual screwdriver for him, or does it grab the wrong
Their intelligence is at a 6.
Okay. Great. So let's just
And
do.
they only speak Sylvan.
Oh, that's even worse. So Wrench is like just calling out things to these boggles.
Kabar is like trying to communicate it from common to Sylvan.
Yeah, because I can if I have.
Well, Telephone has to be around for the summons
Kabar is down there anyway.
Yeah. So Kavar, you're gonna have to stay down there with Wrench as he's trying to fix up the engine. So
Well, there's Wrench's supervision.
I still want to pay for the babysitter. We
Kabar being the supervisor is not very.
Hey, Kabar is smarter now, guys. Okay, she had a very good rest. Her intelligence is no longer in the negative.
that is pretty good.
Oh, 10.
He has base, he has cover level intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. So down in the war room, we have Wrench, we have Kavar.
Wrenching block.
You're gonna have to do some. Violet will go back upstairs to the main common area, I guess. Afterwards, Winnabelle's with her. Cyan was asked if he has paws. Well, his hands small enough, so I don't know where Cyan's at currently. But Winnabelle, Violet will go back up as Wrench is beginning to work on the engine with the boggles and Kavara. Are you staying down there, Atlas? Then.
I think so, honestly, I'm honestly just curious how that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just watched it for a while.
Okay. So they're working. What is everybody else doing on the ship right now? As the cart has been loaded outside to start fixing up some of the boards. Drumrest, your room was one of the rooms that you stopped the fire. I'm pretty sure, but some of the boards were damaged and stuff like that. So is
Drumers is in his room, and he has a wall that he's used target practice, sparring practice, and he's just testing out the strength of that wall with just some unarmed thing.
yeah.
So if someone's bringing boards into Drumers' room, he is currently just oh yeah, just set them over there. I'll get to it. I'm just punching the wall.
Just punching the walls. That's fantastic. Taryn and Viro are the ones bringing in boards and stuff like that. I'm gonna grab their tokens.
Well, put things on the ship.
I would suggest that somebody keeps a lookout because every time we think that we're safe on this ship, a new hole is ripped in it.
You have Sativa.
Right, but and that's precisely where I have Sativa, just kind of flying around. But if you're comfortable with it, I think that someone should keep an eye out. But I'll get to work. I'm here to follow directions, basically.
I was going to grab Germers too. I was going to grab Germers to help with repairs, but he clearly occupied himself.
You can interrupt him.
Yeah. He's just starting to break a sweat a little bit as he's punching through the boards.
I'll open up the door, be like, Germers, sure to get enough training yesterday was.
Oh, aye, but you gotta, and I hold my fist up. You gotta keep these. You never know when you got one need them, so you gotta punch some things sometimes.
We can do some sparring later, but we really do need to get the ship repaired.
I agree.
I'll spar you after the ship's repaired.
You need help.
No magic, just hammers. Yes. Your help would make it go by faster.
They know rockets.
No magic, just magic hammers. Got it.
And just a rocket hammer.
Yeah, magic hammer and rocket hammer.
I'll go with lockout.
Okay.
I'll look back at the wall and I'll just do like a.
I guess I'll put it on.
Also,
What else
that
have-
wall What?
Dermis is going to have the biggest room on the
That's the
ship
wall
because
of
he is
my
going to
room.
break. He's going to break the wall, and you will no longer have a room block.
Yeah, I do have to ask, what way were you punching, Drumus? Because I think you're punching into Blanca's room right now.
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely Blanca's room.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say you were you holding back on your punches or were you not? How many boards are we going to remove here? Is going to be the question.
Well, I guess that kind of depends on what your definition of. I mean, I don't know how long I've had to be punching me. But it was a couple minutes, you know.
Give me a D10 roll.
Okay. That's a 6.
6 boards have been removed between you and Blanca's wall, exposing some of the studs, and actually kind of, I would say it's almost like a window now has been formed between the boards that have been cracked and smashed into Blanca's room. So,
Not bad.
yeah. So,
Great.
Yeah, while I'm walking with Block, I'll just be like, "Oh, I love this thing. It's so neat. It flies, and I have the utmost respect for this airship. Let me tell you." So, you don't think Atlas is mad or anything about any of that? I mean, the thing survived the whole fucking battle explosion. Shit, I can survive the old one too.
I think he probably isn't. Also, at the same time, punching into my room.
Oh, it's so we can, give each other a nice wave every morning. What a good name that is.
I sleep naked, Drew. You don't want to see all that fur.
Noted. Aye.
Does the conversation continue as you guys walk to fix the ship? Or is there's that awkward silence of just, yep, all right.
Drumus will just talk at length. No, he'll just talk at length about one of his cousins who also sleeps naked and just way too many details in a weird story that ultimately has no real true ending to it. He's just talking.
Sounds about right.
Just talking to him.
Okay.
Anyone have any
I do.
detailed life gems? I can't remember. They'd be willing to put in the ship. I found out where that one box that took.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any.
Any life gems up for usage.
I've only got my one medium.
Use it.
I think has more use. Yeah.
Maybe fix them up at the next shop. Next place to go to.
Yeah, I could always run to town and see if they have any.
Bar's gonna take out her tiny little thunder one and be like, "Is this what you want? Is this medium?"
That's the small
Bar's like,
one. Excellent. Turn off the intercom. Like a medium one looks like this. I select on my medium gem, but I don't have this one.
I'll go back to town, see what they got.
Yeah, so Emperor, Drumrus, and I are working on the ship. Atlas and Kavara are down in the engine room.
you have to let me know how many times Kavara's gonna have to keep redoing this.
It's
So,
over 2 days, so you're gonna be like rest in between. So
yeah, because I'm having to use 4th level and higher just to get.
I don't think he's 6 every single time. That's up the number a little.
Well,
bit.
no, they're I can do like 6 every time at 4th level, but it
Oh, this is
all
4th level
starts
spell.
at 4th level, but it can go up to.
The cauldron and getting the engine situated is going to take some time. It's probably not the longest repair. I mean, the exterior of the actual ship and the damage that has been happened there is going to take the longest period of time. So I will say, out of the 2-day repair wise, you're going to have to, he needs at least 5 hours of extra hands on that engine.
Plus. But Kavar will need a rest after that.
Yeah.
So, and if you guys remember the little on the map, the corner, that little globe that shows everything, that's kind of what everything looks like when all 5 rings are spinning and the life gems are actually activated inside to get this interplanar shift working. So, as you guys are montaging, fixing up the ship, I need somebody roll me a D100, please.
I want to do it. I'll do it.
Go for it.
Aaron or Chris?
Chris has got it.
Hopefully.
That's just the roll a D12, but
I got 77.
$77. Cool. Okay. Stativa is outside. Is the only one keeping eyes on everything right now, right?
I told y'all, but yeah.
Stativa, as she is flying through the air, circling around, keeping an eye low to the ground, sees a couple small shadows shifting through the foliage and the trees as they get closer and closer to the ship. The Emperor, you would get this message of an alarm, basically from the Griffin as it's in the air. Something is moving in. Small creatures, quick, very, very quick, are moving towards the ship at this point in time.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the nearest intercom that I guess it's canon, have on the ship. And I'm just gonna. Sativa has spotted 2 shadowy creatures approaching the ship quickly. Vale, I need you out and looking around. I need someone to call to arms. Keep people working. Don't know what it is yet, but it could be something. Draw my start heading now.
Okay.
Give the call. I'm gonna take off. Head up to the crow's nest so I can get a good view of everything.
Blocka and Drumers, you guys are on the side of the ship repairing stuff. Is that correct?
Yep.
You guys also have Terran and Vara with you. Basically, some form of scaffolding has been formed out to try to repair the ship as you guys are hanging up boards and stuff like that. You can hear these small cackling of some creatures approaching the side of the ship. You look down, there are quick red, black war paint on their face. There are 4 goblins basically starting to rush towards the ship right now, is where we are going to end today, with 4 goblins attacking the ship. So, goblins.
he's already been attacking the ship. I don't know where.
So, but yeah, we will end today's session right there as you guys are hanging on the side of the scaffolding on the side of the ship. Vale, you went up to the crow's nest to look down, and you can see these little figures burst through the trees. Yep, goblins are attacking the ship.